Welcome to Tournament in a TeaBreak on day 5. I'm looking at Ricky. Day 5 of the Nitto ATP Finals. And, well, what a day-ish. We were hoping that it was going to be a blockbuster between Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Winner takes all for a spot in the semi-final. The winner was Roger Federer, probably to the surprise of, well, everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
So,
everybody we talked to today.
Yeah. I mean, where do we start with this match, Ricky?
I mean, like you said, we were hoping for a blockbuster, and if it didn't happen, we figured it would be because of a Djokovic route, not a Federer route.
Yeah.
But it was the other way around, surprisingly, and Federer just came out blazing right from the start and sustained it the whole match, and Djokovic never sank his teeth into it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a key thing, is that, there's been a lot of talk this week about you're never going to sustain it for the entire match. Team against Djokovic, where he just hit big all day long and never missed. And it felt like that today. I mean, Federer could do no wrong. He was finding lines. He was on point for everything. I always got the feeling that Djokovic was just over pushing, maybe because of the elbow tweak. I'm not sure, but he just seemed to be just shots that you would normally count on him to make every single day and twice a day on Sundays were going wide and long.
Right. Djokovic wasn't bad, but it certainly wasn't vintage Djokovic.
Yeah.
I mean, even when Federer plays well, Djokovic is able to match his level when Djokovic plays well.
Yeah.
And he certainly didn't do that today. He got behind right from the start,
yeah.
And that kind of got him in a bad mood. Or, I mean, maybe he was already in a bad mood coming out there, but he was never in a good mood, in part because he was always behind on the scoreboard. And then it just kind of snowballed from the bad start from there.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Obviously, yesterday we saw an epic fight back from Rafael Nadal, and normally you would put Djokovic in that same category as a player who will fight for every single point. But today, I mean, and especially when he went down a break in the second set, as soon as he went down a break in the second set, I thought to myself, this is over. This is going to unravel really quickly.
Same here. Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of the 2016 final here against Murray.
Yes.
Djokovic was definitely the favorite going in because
Yeah.
Murray had just played for 3 hours against Raonic the previous day, and obviously number one year end was at stake. And
Yeah.
Djokovic just never really gotten into the match. And then here today, number one was again at
Yeah.
stake. And he just came out a little bit flat.
Yeah. I mean, it's not over by any means because, Roger, I think, finishes second in the group.
Yes, team wins it and
Right.
Fed is second.
So now it all counts on tomorrow. And obviously we touched on this the other day that they have put Zverev and Medvedev last so that there is something so that every match is live.
Mm-hmm.
And Nadal needs to really hope that his beatdown of Medvedev hasn't unraveled him completely and that he gets the business done.
Right. I think
Against Zverev.
Yeah, I think we talked about this yesterday, but Nadal probably would have preferred to go second tomorrow because he needs Medvedev to win. And if Nadal wins in the afternoon, then Medvedev already knows that he's out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a very interesting dynamic tomorrow in terms of qualification scenarios.
Well, no, he doesn't actually. Surely if Nadal wins, Medvedev has got to...
If Nadal wins, then Medvedev is out.
Oh, yeah, you're right,
so,
right.
So Nadal needs Medvedev to win.
Yeah.
But Nadal's going first, and if Nadal wins, then Medvedev is out.
Yeah, and then in which case, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it's an interesting one. But
yeah.
So, what do we think our pick of the semi-finals are going to be?
The matchups?
Yeah.
I think Tsitsipas is going to win Group
A.
A.
Okay. He's not going to have a sort of flame out as Team did. I mean, have you noticed that we haven't even talked about Team and Berrettini? Because
right, yeah. There's no reason to. Team lost. That's all we need to say.
You think he's going to win the group? You think he's going to come out and...
Yeah, because even if he loses, then he needs Medvedev would have to win, and Tsitsipas would have to lose. I feel like the chances of those...
both of those things happening.
Are slim, so I would give a slight edge to Tsitsipas. I think Tsitsipas can beat Nadal, personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually gave it to Nadal because I just think that each match he's playing, he's getting stronger and stronger.
He was good against Medvedev, but I just don't think he can afford like
I
he's too inconsistent, and I think Tsitsipas will capitalize on the down moments.
Well, I certainly think he can't have a slow start against Tsitsipas. I think if he has a slow start, he's got no chance because Stefani, you can't give him
Right.
You can't give him a look at the ball.
His best hope is to get off to a fast start, and then that'll put in Tsitsipas's mind, hey, I don't really have to win this match. I'm already losing. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think that's the key for Nadal. I just don't know if it's going to happen.
Okay, so Tsitsipas, who's going to come through then?
In my opinion, yeah. And I actually think Medvedev has a decent chance to finish second, because I think Medvedev has to win in straight.
Right.
And he needs Tsitsipas to win. So it's a long shot, but I think it's a possibility.
Really? Okay. I'm going to be interested to see what Zverev comes up with after.
Right. It's impossible to know what any of them are going to do tomorrow, because Zverev was not good against Tsitsi.
Well, no, very not good.
Right.
I mean, for me though, this feels like one of the more exciting finals, ATP finals that we've had, where there's a lot of jeopardy at stake for everybody, all the way down to the end. And it's something that we maybe haven't had. Certainly.
Oh, totally. In the last.
Certainly since 2016, I think.
Yeah, I'd say even 2014.
Really? As far back as that?
2014, we had like Federer-Wawrinka drama, but like.
Oh yes,
this is,
we did, didn't we?
But other than that,
Crying baby.
But then Federer withdrew against Djokovic in the finals. That kind of ended the tournament on a down note.
Yes, it
but
did.
Yeah, this one, I mean, like you said, it had all of the big three, and then it had new faces.
Yeah.
It had young guys, it had old guys. Yeah, it had a little bit everything. So, like you said, I think this has been the most intriguing one in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so action starts with Nadal and Tsitsipas at 2:00, and then the night match is Zverev and Medvedev, and the question will be, will Zverev be fiddling around with a diabetes monitor and causing chaos on Twitter?
Who are you picking in Medvedev? Zverev?
I'm going to pick Zverev, I think. I was quite impressed with him because normally if he loses, he comes in and he's pretty pissed, and he's quite prickly. Whereas he came in
one-word answers.
Yeah,
he loves
but
doing
he
the one-word answers when he's mad.
He was like, yeah, it was a really bad day for me. It's supposed to be really well, and he was actually fairly lucid. Even sort of joshing with Miguel for calling him Stefan.
Right.
And did you catch the bit where somebody was sort of saying about the scenarios? And he goes, "Yeah, but Medvedev isn't going to win into it."
Right. Yeah.
So I think he's in good nick. I think it genuinely was a bad day at the office. It was just one of those days that just didn't click for him.
And like he also mentioned in press yesterday, he was also 1-1 last year.
That's right.
And he had to win his third match, and he did, and went on to win the tournament.
And this is where I wonder whether experience. So I definitely think that experience got Nadal through yesterday, and the fact that he knows how to come out of these things, whereas Medvedev, it's still quite new for him, and he just unravelled like a ball of string. But yeah, there were several things that impressed me about Zverev in his press, and that was one where it's like, kind of, this is exactly the same as last year, and then I went on to win.
Yeah.
Also, he's got a good 4-1 head-to-head against Medvedev. In fact,
he does.
It's another one of those days in this group where they've got the identical head-to-heads.
It's 4-1 Nadal,
it's 4-1,
Tsitsipas.
yeah, and 4-1 Zverev, Medvedev.
Interesting. And
So
on the first day it was 0-5.
That's right.
And both people with the 0-1.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And interestingly, I'm picking both people with a 1 and 4 tomorrow.
Interesting. Okay, right. Well, we'll definitely check back on that. But of course, you've been listening to Ros Satar from Britwatch Sports.
And Ricky Dimon with tennisballs.com.
And when we next talk to you tomorrow, we will know who our semi-finalists are. Thank you.
It'll be a good one.
It will be. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.